Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I just got a contest winnings package just the other day from Canadian Zangief. What he did was actually he made a I don't want to call it one of a kind because I think he has a couple of these that he's made, but basically they're Canadian Zangief specials that he's made. I'll show you what that is in a second here, but I have a few things that I wanted to mention in the first place. Now, I've already opened the package that he sent me previously. Normally I'd open it up right on the video kind of thing, but Dean from R2G Gaming was over at my place. Coming all the way out from Alberta here to Ontario just to visit me, which isn't actually the truth. He was actually here for a wedding that he was attending kind of thing, and he was meeting up with different YouTubers, and we had sort of messaged each other back and forth and found a mutual time where we could meet up, and he came down here, was checking out the Retro Dungeon, and we were playing the Cartridge Club game of the month, Donkey Kong Country. So that was tons of fun. Always good times hanging out with fellow Cartridge Club members or YouTubers in general kind of thing. And Dean was over, and so I really wanted to see this just because it was such a unique item and handcrafted by, you know, our buddy Canadian Zangief. So I kind of pre-opened it, but I'm going to get down to what this is in just a second. But speaking of Canadian Zangief, kind of something to promote what's going on here between the two of us. On November 5th, both of us are going to be streaming on Twitch 24 hours that entire day. So that's really something that we're sort of setting up here. He has previously done this. It's called the Extra Life Challenge, and what it does is it raises money for sick kids hospitals, and in my case, or children's hospitals rather, in my case, it's sick kids hospitals in Toronto that I'll be raising funds for. The idea behind that basically is 24 hours and people are kind of donating to that cause kind of thing. I set my bar pretty low. I mean, I've only set my goal at being like $100 kind of thing. I'm hoping to exceed that well beyond that. I think last year's Canadian Zangief actually raised over 1,000. I think it was like closer to 1,300, maybe like $1,200 kind of thing for doing that, and that was an amazing thing. And when I saw those videos, it really inspired me to get on there and get set up with it. He had a very serious tragedy. I'm not going to go through all the details of it, but I'm kind of getting like teary-eyed just thinking about it. But he had a serious tragedy, you know, in his personal life as far as you know, sick kids kind of thing goes. I don't want to really get into all the details of that, but it really inspired me when I saw that and how meaningful that was to him, to start to message him and say, look, like, how can I get in on this kind of thing, and to promote it on my channel. And basically it's led to this point. So I'm sort of in the process right now of getting all the stuff so I can actually live stream on Twitch. So I'm looking forward to trying to figure all that out and everything, and he's been a ton of help helping me with that. And when I heard his story, though, it really inspired me to get on board with this cause. So this year on November 5th, that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be pretty awesome. So go check that out, donate to the cause, and I'll see you guys on the 5th for sure. 24 hours a day kind of thing. But here we go. What I wanted to show you here is the box that he sent me, which is pretty cool. Like I said, though, I already previously did open this just because Dean was here and I wanted to show him what was in here. So first off, just to give you a little bit of a hint, it's kind of cool. Interesting setup to say the least. He's got a what looks like a sort of like a VGA connector, but then it actually has on this end the Genesis type of adapter or Atari kind of adapter on the end for you know, plugging in that way. So this is pretty cool all around right here. I'm pretty pumped about that. It's kind of cool, and he just added these two together for the extension. Also, and these were a couple of throw-ins I didn't know were showing up. One's Demon Attack for the Atari 2600, so that's pretty cool right there. And then he also threw in Berserk for the Atari 2600, so that's pretty sweet. This probably tells you where I'm going with this, and if you've seen this video, then you probably know what this is already. But this was what I won, because when he made this, he said he was going to give it away on his channel, and I was really happy to win this, that's for sure. And he made a custom Atari controller, so check this out. It's pretty cool. Sometimes Atari controllers are a little bit weak or falling apart kind of thing, and he sort of found a very novel way of creating your own. So really cool right here. Check this thing out. It's pretty awesome. So what he's done is he took a box, and I think he said he got this from Michael's, which is like a craft store kind of thing, and then inside he's wired up the whole thing as a Atari 2600 controller, so check that out. I mean, he's put a lot of effort into that. What he did was get an arcade stick here, and he's actually got like the buttons and kind of thing, so really cool. On the inside he wrote game on, Canadian Zangief. I don't know if you guys can totally see that there, it's kind of upside down, but he wrote that on the inside. And like I said though, this is a pretty unique item right here that he has sent me, so I'm super pumped about that. I think it's so cool, and you know, he decorated himself, and there you can see where that sort of VGA style of connector in the back is, so that's pretty neat. And I don't know how he went about figuring all this out, but it's pretty cool that he did, and everything here is handmade, so pretty neat. And I mean, you know, you can kind of set this on your lap and really go to town with it. I think it's pretty awesome all around, and obviously like joystick kind of quality thing going on here. So really cool item to win, very unique, and I'm going to be happy to display this in my collection. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to display this, but this is awesome thing that he's created here. He has a whole video on it, the creation of it, and also his contest video, so I'll put links down below as well as to that. And please go check out the Extra Life Challenge. I'll put links, like I have been recently, down below to all of that, so you guys can go check it out and see if it's in your heart to give, kind of thing. And that's everything I got for you this time around. Thanks again, Canadian Zangief, for this awesome prize, and just for being an amazing guy all around, helping me out getting set up here on Twitch and all that kind of goodness. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you all later.